All right. Good afternoon, everyone. This is our quarterly update on our strategic plan. So, just want to say thank you to everyone who is joining us. Just as a reminder, this session is being recorded and will be available for you to go back and review the progress that we made. If there are any questions that anyone have, you can always send me an email or send us an email or give us a phone call if there are any questions or if there are any ways in which you can support us in our efforts. I will ask if you have any questions that you post those questions in the comments. We'll be sure to check those out and see where you are and provide responses to any questions that anybody has. Today was holiday sweater day. So as you see, I have on my holiday sweater here today. So excuse my attire for today, but today was our staff's way of having a little bit of fun today as we again close out this semester. I did start the stream just a little bit earlier, so I am going to give people a few minutes to jump in on the stream, and then we will begin with our presentation for today. Again, just as a note, if you have any questions, you can place those in the chat or in the comment section, and we will grab those and answer any questions that anybody may have. Again, this session is also being recorded, so if anybody has any questions or things that may come up after the conclusion of our presentation today, please feel free to send us an email, give us a phone call, and assist us. And as always, we're always looking for your support as well. So please also send us information relative to that also. All right. Well, the time is in fact 3:30. And so we are going to begin with our presentation that we have here. So again, this is our quarterly strategic plan update just to provide you with information relative to how we are progressing on our strategic plan and the goals that we have set forth for our school thus far. Just as a note, we do have three areas that we are focusing on for the strategic plan. They are college and career readiness, social and emotional learning, and then our last area is academic achievement. Now, as a note, if you would like, you can get a copy of that plan. It is found on the bottom of our website under the resources tab. So if you go all the way down to the bottom of our website, there's a tab there that says school resources school resources. And there you will see a link that will take you directly to our 5-year strategic plan. So it will allow you the opportunity to review the document and see what steps we are taking in order to reach our goals. So just a couple of updates before we begin and get started. Our FAFSA, free application for federal student aid, that application is now available for our seniors. Typically, in the past, that was done in January. However, the government has made an adjustment or change, and so that is that's opening even earlier. So seniors can go ahead and begin that process. We do have two counselors here, Ms. Nobles and Ms. Miller, who are able to assist. Our senior counselor is Ms. Nobles, and we do have some things set up for the students to be able to take advantage of that. Again, the sooner you can get that information in, the easier it becomes for you to secure financial aid for college. Also, we did have a number of our students take the PSAT and SAT, and we'll talk about that a little bit later on. But those scores are available for students to review. They're available on College Board. You can go to collegeboard.org in order to pick up those schedules. Final day of the semester is Friday. The final day of the semester is Friday. So please make sure students, some of them may have some assignments that are out or some things that they need to complete. Again, the final day of that semester is Tuesday. Teachers are working to finalize those grades now. So again, please make sure students that you take care of that. Senior pictures are due at the end of the month. You go to Upscale Images to take care of that. Again, senior pictures due at the end of the month, and they'll be sent over to our yearbook team, who will then upload those or place those inside the yearbook. Want to say congratulations to our volleyball team. They finished top 16 in the state. So great job, ladies. Always proud of our athletes, and in particular our volleyball students did a tremendous job this year competing, winning the region championship, as well as finishing top 16 in the state. Very, very proud of them. Our students can also dress down on Thursday and Friday. So that is tomorrow and Friday of this week. We're asking that our students donate a canned food item. Those items will be, the canned goods will be taken to Union Mission. So we hope that students will participate in that and be able to support that worthwhile cause. We also have some career workshops available on our YouTube page. So as you're here viewing this video, please take time to go through and look at some of the videos that we have placed there, a number of career workshops, which we'll talk about a little bit later. And then any of our seniors who are participating in the Focus Friday, again, parents, you must register using that form that was sent to you via email and text. So again, for our seniors, please make sure, senior parents, please make sure you complete that form so your student can participate in the Focus Friday program. All right, so going directly into our goals under academic achievement, we have two goals, and you see those here. And then you also see we wanted to have a 6% increase on our EOCT from the 2018-2019 school year. The reason we selected 2018-2019 is because that was the last year in which we had a full year's worth of data, full year's worth of students in the building. So that's how we reached back to there, but we're hoping to have an increase of 6% as far as our performance is concerned there. We also want to increase the average Lexile scores in this 5-year period to 1450. And we're going to do that measured by the Georgia Milestones exam in American literature. And so last week, our students completed the end of course exams in the following subjects: biology, American literature, and algebra 1. And we have not received those scores back from the state as of yet. So once we receive those scores back, we will provide an update for you. It'll probably be at our quarterly meeting that we have for the third quarter of the year. So please be tuned in for that. However, please note that the EOCs do count as 20% of students' final grades. So students who are in biology, American Lit, and Algebra 1, those students who sat for that exam or took that class rather, that exam will count for 20% of their final grade. Also, to date, we've identified 57 students who are what we call our Lexile Leaders, and we'll identify more of those students next semester as they begin to take those Lexile assessments. Again, Lexile is a program that we were able to purchase in order to uh, identify the Lexiles of the students, but also provide interventions and support for them. So we're going to identify more and more of those students as begin to take those assessments. And once we get those scores back from the American Lit Georgia Milestones exam. All right, our second focus area is college and career readiness. And we have three goals in this area. We want 100% of our students to enroll and complete at least one advanced placement or dual enrollment course. We want 100% of our students to pass at least one in the pathway exam. And we want to increase the average SAT score to 1300. And again, our goal for this year was to increase all performance on those in the pathway exams from 76% to 82%. And again, that baseline is determined from the 2018-2019 school year, again, when we had a full year's worth of information for our students. So just as an update here, we did have 88%, almost 90% of our 10th and 11th grade students took that PSAT and national scholarship test in October. Very excited to see that we had 55 ninth grade students to take the PSAT as well. They took that exam and really gave them some good feedback. And students are going to see those scores and they're going to get a study guide, a specific study guide from College Board that allows them to focus on specific areas based on their performance. So it's not, back in the day, we used to get that big book and have to study from that big book. No, it is tailored specifically to the student's needs. And so they're going to get a code once they get those score reports, and that code provides them with a study guide specific to their needs. We're going to use these results to also determine future AP course offerings for our students. We also get what's called an AP potential report based on the student's performance. So we're going to utilize that report in order to determine future course offerings for the students. But we are excited to announce that our students scored 37 points higher So we are on our way to reaching our goal, 37 points higher from the previous exam to this exam. So again, some really good news and shows that we're really moving in the right direction. One other thing that we notice as we look further into the student performance is that our seniors, and again, seniors are the ones who took this exam. Seniors who enrolled in that SAT prep course scored 80 points higher than those who did not enroll in the course. So we took that information and we're going to work to make sure that that course is even more available for our students. So for our current juniors and for our sophomores, please look out for that when it becomes time for course registration. If any student is interested in going to college, looking to take the SAT, this course really helps you out in doing that. And as you can see, again, 80-point difference between those two groups that we have. And the students should continue to use that Khan Academy program to prepare for future exams. Khan Academy is a free program and it's available. And the research shows that students that participate in the Khan Academy program do have higher results than those who may not use it. So again, we want to make sure that we're utilizing all of our resources to assist and support our students. One of the things that we're really excited about is that our students are starting to begin that process of matriculating and going off to college, and they're submitting those applications and they're getting that information back. So this is a list of where our students have been accepted to thus far. And as you can see, it's a plethora of places, a nice variety of places. We have University of North Carolina, Charlotte, Fort Valley, Maryville University, Georgia Southwestern, Wingate, Hampton University, Augusta, University of South Carolina, Alvernia, Claflin. So you name it, our students have been accepted there. And we're continuing to receive more and more information in. Just before this meeting got started, we had a parent who sent me the information that their daughter was recently accepted into Augusta University. So congratulations to our seniors. Really proud of the work that you guys are doing. Please, again, make sure as you are receiving your scholarships and your acceptance letters, please make us aware that we want to continue to add to this list so that others can see the great work that our students are doing. So again, as you're receiving those acceptance letters, please share that with us. Send us an email, let us know, because we want to again highlight those students. We also had one of our students who signed on and will be enlisting in the United States Air Force after graduation. And we want to make sure we recognize that as well. So as our students are going into the military or into post-secondary education, we want to know because we want to make sure that we celebrate those students. We also had 11 students who earned the weather spotting certificate in meteorology. So again, our students are earning the licenses, earning the certification. We had 11 students complete that weather spotting certification in meteorology. Our Dress for Success program has begun, and that's every Wednesday. Our students are coming in, they're dressing up, but it provides us in the building opportunity to teach them some of the things that they need to know about professional dress. So that way, when they go on their interviews, when they go to these meetings, they are prepared, and that becomes one less thing that the student has to be worried about. We've seen a number of times where students are concerned or are not as confident in themselves because they don't have what they perceive to be the right clothes. So we want to make sure that we assist and support them and teach them what they need to do. So thank you to the Savannah Metro Rotary who donated tons of clothing for our students so that way they will have items in order to donate. We've also partnered with the Savannah Metro Rotary to produce career workshops for our students, and they are available on our YouTube channel. Metro Rotary has assisted and got us two of those. That is in the area of marketing, banking, and finance. We had individuals from Thomas and Hutton, the Truist Bank, to come in. Our Woodville FBLA has stepped in, and they had a marketing panel discussion, and our automotive department stepped in as well. We had members from Savannah Toyota to come in and talk about careers in the automotive field. Our healthcare sciences department has also partnered with South University. And to date, we've had 17 10th and 11th grade students who have participated and will participate in classroom presentations. And those topics are ranging from college and career information, job opportunities that lie there, also resume and interview advice. that our students are getting. So I want to say special thank you to our Healthcare Sciences Department and South University. Thank you so much for working with our students and providing us with that support, because we know our students need that in order to aid them in becoming college and career ready. Our final focus area that we're looking at is social and emotional learning. And so our goal is that in the 5 year period, 5% of students will be absent for 10, less than 5%, excuse me, will be absent for 10 or more days. And then at the end of that 5 year period, our school will earn a 5-star school climate rating. And that's measured by the Georgia Department of Education. So some of the things that we've done in order to reach that goal, we've implemented our Friday Pride session or our advisement sessions. And we've gotten a lot of feedback from our students, our student senate, and they've asked us to kind of shift that focus to team building and doing some activities that allow for us to build culture, and build a familial atmosphere here on campus. So some of the activities that we've done this quarter, the students have written those thank you letters. Hopefully you've seen those. They've also drawn Wolverine paws and given each other words of encouragement. And we've taken those and put those throughout the building, so that way students can see that and get a word of encouragement. We've also continued to focus on goal setting. And that's going to be something that we're going to focus on as we begin this next year. Students are also completing the U Science assessment to learn more about colleges and careers. U Science is a great tool, as it allows for students to take a number or a series of exams and aptitude tests and aligns them with careers that best fit those particular students. So we're going to continue to work on that U Science assessment to make sure that we can provide all the resources necessary to have our students to be prepared for whatever career field they choose to enter into. And as I mentioned, we do have our student senate this quarter. Our student senate met 3 times. They met on the 19th of October, 16th of November, and the 13th of December. And our senators have been tremendous. They've been great, as they've been able to assist us with creating the incentive plan for attendance, which we'll talk about some of the benefits of that a little bit later on. You've also come up with our theme or our spirit nights for our home basketball games. They've continued to provide me with feedback on our Friday advising activities. And then they also are working to create the schedule for our homecoming activities as well. So a lot of information coming out of that student center. It's been a great group. I really enjoy spending time with them each and every month and getting more and more information from them. One of the other things that we're looking at as far as measuring social and emotional learning, again, we want to make sure we create an environment where students feel comfortable and want to come to school. Best way to measure that is looking at attendance. And as I mentioned in our previous meeting, we know that this year has been challenging. We've faced a number of different things. We know that the transportation has not been what we had thought it would be at the beginning of the year. We know that there was a shift and a change that was made there at the beginning of the year. And we obviously know that we're still going through the remnants and the situation for with COVID-19. However, I just want to repeat that the evidence consistently says that students who regularly attend school have a better performance in the classroom. So please do everything you can. Again, we know that it's a challenge. We know that there are things that are going on in the morning that may prevent students from being here, but please do your best to get your student here on time. We do have a school attendance team that meets weekly. And so we sit back and we review all of the information that we get in order to kind of identify what students need support and what supports we can offer. Again, as I mentioned earlier, our student senate came up with the goal: fewer than 100 students starting school each week. And I am excited to say that students achieved that goal twice since we implemented. So 2 out of the 5 weeks that we've been able to do it, our students have met that mark. And we've also seen a reduction in students that have missed 5 or more days. That number has gone down from 58 to 50. So that's a 16% reduction in what we've seen there with our students. All right. So last thing that I had before I pause to take any questions, we do have parent positions available on our school council. Our school council will meet quarterly with the administration, teachers, and business partners and talk about ways to improve the school. That form is found on our website. Also, Ms. Grant is our PTA president, so please send her an email if you're interested in serving and working on the PTA. All right, so we'll pause here. If there are any questions, we'll take any questions that anybody may have. Any questions? All right, pausing and seeing. No, I don't see any questions in the chat that we have here. Again, just as a reminder, before we close out, any students that bring a canned good on tomorrow, they're able to dress down on tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. So again, students, please make sure, parents, please make sure you help students out bring those canned goods in so that we'll have that. And then we did send a message out in regards to a drill, a safety drill that we're going to be performing this week. So please make sure that you take note of that that safety drill that's going to be taking place later on in the week. All right, there aren't any other questions. Thank you guys so much for joining in with us again. This message will be recorded, and so individuals will have an opportunity to go back and view this, and it's going to be posted onto our YouTube page. Thank you so much, and I hope that you guys have a great day.